much is it going to cost to create? And that's something that, especially when you're in more of a, for us particularly, when you're in a short cycle business, I mean that's a key metric for us because we're constantly, or a key measurement I should say, looking for us because competition is never sitting still in a more of a commoditized consumer marketplace, and I'm sure that's relevant for several out there on the phone as well. And so that's something that the more you can kind of stay ahead of that and have a good pulse on that, I think you can have a good budget in place. From a non-controllable standpoint, there's going to be some things that you're just not going to be able to have your arms around fully from a business perspective. You can't control the economy out there. If you have exposure to Europe, I mean, obviously, like the European market this year has been quite crazy and unpredictable. That's something that you're not going to be able to have full control over. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of talk here lately about like the fiscal cliff. I mean, does that have any kind of impact on your particular business? That's something that, while you can't control it, you need to be smart enough to understand what the implication is on your business. And if you don't, then I think that's one of those things where I think you could be in for a really rude awakening of your competition. Chances are someone in your competition does understand that, and if nothing else, that's going to give them an advantage.
When we're also looking at these non-controllable issues with the macro environment or industry, sometimes these things that we come up with and understand are coming into our environment, maybe they have an explicit impact on our budgeting, maybe they don't. But by bringing them up in the budgeting process, it helps you frame the way that you're going to look at your results and your actual results through the next year. So they may not have an impact immediately in the way that you budget, but framing that story really helps you evaluate where you are